afternoon, beautiful beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone Conversations with the Ancients. My name's Priscilla. Heather is to my left. I left. And got Juno Sphere here today. The lovely Juno from Juno Sphere. Thank you for being here, young lady.
Nice to see you ladies again. I appreciate being on again. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's great to have you. And we're going to do something a bit different today. We're just going to read cards today. We decided that we were going to take it easy today. So mind you, if you have questions you'd like to ask, that's fine too. But I'm going to put a banner up for cards. And there we go. 3 card readings. Please request in caps and emojis. And please be sure, and if you're asking about somebody that's deceased, would you please give us their name? That always helps. Hi, Viviani and Teresa. Butterfly Kisses, hi. Thanks for kindly tapping the thumbs up. Nice to see everyone. Thanks for being here today. If you would like cards, please let us know. We're going to do our 3rd show on Tuesday about Atlantis. And then next weekend, we have Sun Psychic Jean here with us. But today, we've got the all-knowing Juno.
No, now don't start that.
It's so true, though.
No,
it really is. You have so much experience in so many different things. You're a fountain of information. And it's always high vibration and full of love. So
Mary Burmeister taught me to be a fountain, not a reservoir. So
that's a smart thing to be, a fountain, not a reservoir. I like that. So today I've got my moon deck, and then I also have my Kyle Gray Angels and Ancestors deck. Where is that? You guys, my camera is not working, so I'm on my computer. So this is very different for me.
It looks good, though. Everything looks good. You both look beautiful.
Oh, and so does your Mala. Mandela, excuse me.
I did my nails. Can you tell?
Oh, they're gorgeous. So gorgeous.
When I get
They say she'll take cards. Yes, I know you're going through it. Our precious little niece. I'm so sorry. But anyway, we will throw some cards for you and see if there's any answer to your issues.
Who?
First of all, it's going to be Jay.
Jay. I wondered if it was Jay you were talking about.
And then Nancy Riker.
Okay.
Hey, Jay.
So glad to see everybody's here today. Hey, Viviane. You got it.
How many cards are we pulling each? Because
I'm doing 3.
Okay.
Because it's easier for me to tell the story.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? But whatever you're inspired to do is fine. Oh, I'm sorry for the loss of your friend, Nancy.
Oh, that's
Judo. Jay says you're looking slim in those gloves.
you can't tell how much turkey and goodies I eat when it's all a facade,
That's very true. That's very true. Okay, I'm ready if no one else
Go for
is.
it. I'm still sitting here.
Jay, I've got the moon deck. And the first card, okay, this is different. I hold it up to the camera here. I love myself completely and unconditionally. And of course, you can't see it there. She's coming out of a lotus flower. You got to come out of the mud, rise to the top, and there's our moon up above. So whatever you're going through, I want you to remember to love yourself completely and unconditionally. And I know that you are a heart-centered person. So focus on focus on what is working. Because there are things that are working beautifully in your life. And remember, our spider You're the weaver of your reality. It's up to you to choose what your reality is going to be and weave it the way that you want it. And I know that you have the power to do that. So just remember your inner strength, your inner power, and your self-love, and all will be well. You got this.
I've got that something's going to get resolved. Don't worry about it. It will get resolved. And don't let it harm your relationship if with this something that needs to be resolved, because you can work that through. You'll be fine. And you need to change the way that you are looking at a situation, which is awakening. It's kind of like step back, look at it again objectively, and see what you think. And it also says be practical when you proceed. Okay. And you have the ability to make anything beautiful. And then just because I felt drawn to do it, I drew one from another deck, and it says follow the call. It's answer the call, and it has to do with leadership. So if they're asking you to lead something, just answer the call. And this is, oh, I hate it when I have a blank in my head. Our big dude.
Archangel Michael or Metatron?
Metatron.
There you go. Don't be insulted.
And so he's saying, he's saying that, look, when you're called to do something, do it. You're capable.
Nice. Juno, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. So Jay, I pulled from 3 different decks. This one is from the Akashic Tarot deck, and I pulled the 5 of Roses, the Garden. And here there's 2 children, and they're both totally occupied in what they're doing. They're not paying any attention to each other, but they're out in nature. You know, they're breathing the fresh air and everything. And this card also talks about an opportunity to resolve a situation being on the horizon. But you can see these people aren't focused on each other. So this tells me, like, you know, keep your focus, keep your priorities and your boundaries intact, and others will have to meet what you set. Because sometimes when things are kind of weird, it's like it's because nobody's stepping up and saying, okay, this is how it's going to be. And so things are kind of chaotic sometimes until we do that. And then I pulled from the Influence of the Angels deck, the Knight of Wands. And this is Samuel de Champlain. And this is about moving forward. You know, when you're in the middle of something, it's about just keep going, keep your head down and keep going. And, you know, he's not charging off. This horse isn't charging off willy-nilly, so to speak, you know, just headstrong or whatever. Just keep your pace going. But if the way that horse is moving, he's got momentum. So if you start seeing even little things going in the direction you want them to, keep them going. That's not the time to stop and hesitate. That's the time to keep moving forward with your vision for how you want things to be. And then from the Ganesha deck, what is it? Whispers of Lord Ganesha. Sorry. And I pulled the courage card. So this is saying you've got the courage to do this, and it will take courage. You know, I think for most of us, I'm lucky. I'm by myself this time of year. And I say that because I'm not dealing with a whole bunch of family stuff and needing that courage. I'd rather have to worry about the courage to cook turkey dinner for myself. And it'll take me 3 days. But, you know, if you're feeling like you need to draw on it, you've got it within you, and you've got a support system around you that will help guide you through this, as well as, you know, all your spirit guides and galactic friends. And, you know, it's not saying it's going to be an easy road, but you can get through it, and you will get through it. And you're going to be a model of courage for others to look at down the road when you're through it.
That's what I was getting to. It's not an easy road, but you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our readings all went together. Yeah.
She says, thank you, trying to be calm and strategic. And that's the way you do it. Seeing it from an outside perspective, an eagle's eye, you know.
Being very
You know
careful.
how it works. Take
hold
your
your middle
emotion
finger
out
a
of
lot, you know. Holding your middle finger a lot will help. That harmonizes anger. Even other
holding my
people,
middle finger.
it does. And you can hold it any way you like. But it'll even harmonize anger of other people within your space. So
That's cool.
and you can define space any way as big as you like.
True. And Nancy Riker, I'm so sorry for the loss of your friend. That sounds very traumatic. Let's see what we can find for her. Jay says her middle finger's spasming.
There's a message in there for you.
Yeah, definitely a message. Okay, let's see what we can find. Miss Anna.
So for people who are doing, if you're holding your fingers and you wonder how long, as you start to do this more, you'll find that you'll know when it's time, when you've done it long enough, when you start to sense a pulsation, and it's not like your blood circulation, you'll feel an energy pulsation in whatever you're holding. And that's when you can go, okay, I've harmonized whatever it is you're addressing.
Whatever it was. Yeah.
Well, I didn't draw any cards. I was just listening to see if she had a message or something. And what I'm getting is that she's fine. She doesn't want you to grieve overly. She knows you have to, but she doesn't want you to stay stuck. She wants you to keep going and keep doing what you were doing. And let's see.
Excuse me.
She loves you.
Oh, that's lovely. I pulled one card from Kyle Gray's deck. It's the Sky Father. Trust in the unknown. She's fine. She's happy. She can see everything from a bit different perspective now. She's where it's unconditional love and all is well.
Yeah.
Chills. I'm still getting chills. So she's definitely around you and sending lots of love.
Yeah, she's there. She's there.
I feel her around her.
Yeah, the best that she can, she's trying to comfort you and let you know that everything is fine and you don't need to worry.
I would keep your eyes open for synchronicities regarding her. I think she does want to communicate with you.
I think so too. I got that too. I got to keep trying because she's going to keep trying so that you guys can talk together.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I hope those messages resonated, honey. It's so hard. It's sad to lose a friend like that. It's hard. Hey, Ruby Red. Nice to see you.
You want me to do my cards?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No,
Yes.
that's okay. I didn't want to step on anybody. So Nancy, my condolences. That also the first card I got was the Four of Keys with the Akashic Tarot, clearing the way. So I see this like her going towards the light. The way was cleared for her. So I just heard like clear the runway, like when she made her transition. It went fairly smoothly. The way was cleared for her. And the next card I got from the Influence of the Angels deck is the High Priestess. And this goes right along with what Heather and Priscilla were saying. This is Archangel Raziel, keeper of secrets and sacred knowledge. But it's also about listening to your intuition and your hunches and whatever. And I kind of see this as both of your energies together, the energies of that high priestess, that she's going to help you from the other side with your intuitive endeavors on this side. But also when you think, like Heather was saying, you know, she's going to try to come through. When she comes through, you'll know it. Just tune in with your intuition. And, you know, the way the guides on the other side get, one of the best ways they get to us, you know, get their message across is through our imagination, because that's the closest thing that there is with how they, you know, so let your imagination go, you know, and even if you don't even have to have it validated, if it makes you feel good that you got a message from her, you got a message from her, and savor that and treasure that and know that it's accurate. And then from the Whispers of Lord Ganesha deck, I got the Perseverance card. So she wants you to keep going. Like Heather said, Priscilla, you know, don't worry, just keep going. I kind of see that you can almost look at that horn as like the horn of plenty. You know, Thanksgiving is coming up, and look at the bounty that you will have at Thanksgiving. And she says that even though you were close, she says, we're even closer now. And you will come to know what that is in time. It just takes
I love that.
A little time, you know, give me a little time. But she's really, with the thankfulness, she says, I'm really thankful for all you did for me and all you continue to do for me. So she sends lots of love.
And I wanted to say that just like David, that's Priscilla's husband, and her, neither one of them had tried to communicate across the veil before. And so it was trial and error. So don't be surprised, because I'm not sure that you have or whether she has. Don't be surprised if it takes a little time. How long did it take before you could actually really communicate with him?
3 years. I think it was about, or maybe 2 years. 2 years after it started. Yeah. It was, mine was a smoke alarm. That's how he first got in touch with us. Mm-hmm. Then I went to a couple of psychics and got messages from them. And his message was, you're not listening.
Yeah, and so that could also mean that it wasn't that he wasn't trying to contact you, that you weren't hearing, you know, you weren't receiving yet. And so, you know, it's all how much we tune into that vibration that they can, like, I feel like they're sending us messages all the time. We're just not hearing the phone ring.
Right. So
or the smoke alarm go off. And Priscilla, that's because you're such hot stuff. That's what smoke alarm went off.
Well, we actually started, we asked, my daughter thought it was her Poppy, her stepfather. And she said, do you think that's Poppy? And I said, no. But we asked to do yes or no questions. 1 beep yes, 2 beep no. And damned if it didn't start answering those questions. So there was no David.
And also, you know, things are really ramping up in speed. So it could be faster. We just don't know. I think it varies.
It could be faster. The veil is much thinner now than it was in 2016.
But don't put expectations on it, you know, like just
kind of don't get disappointed if you don't do it right now. You know, it's okay. It takes time.
It's okay. I was always disappointed, but that's just me. Let me just say again, if we're reading 3 card readings today, we're doing 3 card readings today, or whatever psychic messages we get. And if you would like, please request in caps and emojis so that we can read for you. And we'll go to our next.
Can I say one more little thing about for
Absolutely.
Nancy? Is that if you feel like you're not getting through or you're not receiving, just say, you know, I know you're trying and I know we're going to get there. Like voice that out loud so that you recognize that, you know, they know that you recognize that they're trying, even if you can't hear them. I think that I just heard that right now to say that maybe that would be helpful to kind of open it up, that it takes out the sense of pressure, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like when one of us is on mute and we're trying to go, hey, we can't hear you. You were on mute. You're on mute, you know?
I lost a starred thing. I'm going back to look for it. So please ignore me.
Well, we really wouldn't like that.
I didn't. Where'd it go?
Just remember, before you actually get messages, there will be lots of signs.
Mhm.
There'll be a lot of synchronicities. You know,
Mhm.
look for those red cardinals and all the normal, because it does happen.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so weird. Okay, so Viviani's next. I'm looking for this one that I lost. Hi, Hypnicity. Oh
Does
my God.
Viviani have a question or just wants cards?
Just cards, please, is what she
Okay.
says. And Hypnicity wants a card. What did I do with my... I lost one, and I don't even remember what it said to tip somebody off. But I tell you what, this is who I have starred. Viviani, Amanda Carroll, and Hypnicity. So if I missed you, please re-ask your question, because I know I lost one by accident, and I can't find it again.
My table has developed a squeak, and I cannot find the source of it. So I apologize if you hear it squeaking.
I can't hear it.
Okay, that's good.
Well, I got to tell you that we have been pulling 3 cards, but when I rolled the cards out to pull 3, I pulled one and shut them up. So I assume
And
that
that's fine.
that's just letting you know there's only one card. And I was looking at it, and I could see why, because the card is renewal, and I am way behind where there I am. Okay. Anyway, you need it would be good for you to revive the past and the present so you can plan a new future. In other words, understanding what your life purpose is and releasing judgments of yourself and others. Let that crap go. So, and that's a tall order. That is. So if
Mhm.
you're able to do that, you've done something major.
Well, are you ready,
Me? Yeah.
Juno?
Yeah. Hey, Viviani. Nice to see your question. For the first card I pulled from the Akashic Tarot is the 7 of Roses, and this is the journey. So this is, you could look at this as kind of in the past position, sort of like you've been on a journey, and I think this indicates you're still on a journey.
Aren't we
I
all?
know you're working on your spiritual gifts, and I see, this is looking out over the water, so there's your emotion. So you're on an emotional journey right now, and it's kind of like when I look over that, there's let me see, I want to make sure, yeah, it's like there's no horizon out there, you know what I mean? Like your potential is unlimited is what I see with that. That's the message. And through the influence of the angels, I pulled the Temperance card. So this is also a Sagittarius card, and we're coming into Sagittarius season right around Thanksgiving time. And this is the Angel Baglis, Baglis, the Angel of Moderation. And it helps to encourage self-discipline. So I don't know. I just keep getting the message. I have so much compassion for people who are dealing with family issues, because I think it's, even in the best of families, things kind of get ratcheted up this time of year. So this is like just knowing ahead of time, if you enter it, if you go into this is kind of for everybody, and you go into this holiday season just going, I'm not going to bring any baggage into this, just be chill, keep it all calm, and that way you have more energy rather than anticipating it being difficult, anticipating it being lovely, and make the best of the time you have together. And then I pulled the Blessings card, so right along again with Thanksgiving. So this seems to be kind of a Thanksgiving reading that focus on the blessings, even if your situation isn't perfect. I mean, I'm alone, but that's not perfect either. Being around people, that's not perfect. I'm allergic to cats or whatever it is people have. Well, I'm allergic to dog. You know what I mean? People come to your house and they got all their things. Well, encourage them all at the table. Focus on your blessings, and grateful that we're all here together. And, it'll be a new year pretty soon, and we can face those other things after we eat all this turkey and all these goodies and we don't gain any weight.
Pies. Pies. Well, there's medicine in my shadow. So I encourage you to do whatever shadow work is necessary for you to put certain hurts and pain in the past.
Yeah.
You have the talent, the abilities, the training I craft my core desires with certainty and ease. That could be a mantra for your self-confidence.
Mm-hmm.
And my community is supporting, loving, and active in the world. So, I'm sorry, this is hard. There we go. You know what a great community we have, and that we're all very supportive of each other. And people are absolutely full of love for you and all around you, whether it's your spirit guides, your angels. You're surrounded in love and light, as well as our wonderful community. So you have a lot going for you, young lady.
Yes, she does.
Okay, let's see who's next.
Did Heather go?
Yeah, I was first.
Heather went first.
Okay.
I was trying to get you to go. I was trying to be last.
You were last.
Yeah, great. She says, great cards. Thank you, Heather. Great message. Thank you, Juno. Great cards. Thank you, Priscilla. Thank you, ladies. You got it, to be honest.
You got us all. You're welcome.
And Amanda Carroll. How are you today, Miss Amanda? And if anybody's here that won prizes at Halloween, I actually sent them off on Friday. Maybe it was Thursday. I think it was Thursday or Friday. Anyway, they're shipped finally. Whoever won cards. Except for Patricia Franzino, I still don't have her address. So if anybody knows her email or can contact her, please let her know that we have cards to send to her. But that was the one I did not get an address for.
So is that, not that it matters, is that 2 years ago?
How many years? It looks like a W to me. This is what I've been trying to see it.
Is it 2 years ago or?
What?
I'm reading her
Who passed
question.
away?
Oh.
How many years?
Amanda, can you answer how many years ago he passed away?
Not that it matters. I just.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the W is. What's under the W? Over the W. Be 2 or 3, right?
Ernest.
Okay, how's Mr. Ernest doing?
You want me to go?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So Amanda, the cards that I got for you from Ernest, first you got Archangel Michael. I mean, what better card is there in the
Wow.
world? You know, he's there. He's looking over both of you. And I just heard that it's a way for you to connect with Ernest. Just talk through Archangel Michael and ask for messages that way. But that, you know, he's there with the small child. Archangel Michael is so protective and loving and strong and stands up for us, and good hands for both of you to be in, no matter which side of the veil you're on. And then from the influence of the angels, I pulled the 6 of Swords. And this is about, you know, going onto smoother waters and, you know, and being guided. And if you look here, it's kind of like Archangel Michael is facing in this direction. And so he was overlooking this journey that Ernest has been on, and also the journey that you're on. And he's there, strength for both of you to draw upon. And then from the Whispers of Ganesha, I pulled achievement. So that shows me there will be success in this journey of both of you. And if you are looking for messages, wanting to contact Ernest yourself directly, I feel like this is a sign that you will achieve that goal. And it's somehow through connection with Archangel Michael. I don't know whether you have a medal of Archangel Michael or a card or whatever that you can focus on, or a certain fragrance that you associate with Archangel Michael, but I have a feeling that this is a way for Ernest to contact you. There's a real close connection. Maybe he felt a resonance with Archangel Michael when he was on this side. So I hope that's helpful for you, and I encourage you to keep up. Oh, look at that. You call on Archangel Michael every day. Awesome. So he's hearing you, that's the achievement. He said, I hear you, and I'm guiding you along this journey to, out of troubled waters. So.
And that kind of goes with what I've got. I ended up pulling from Metatron's deck, and I was going to just pull one card, but two came out. So first of all, you are being held. That's what this card says. And it's about endings. And of course, his not being here is part of the ending, but you are being held by him, even though you may or may not feel it, but you are being held. The other thing is, it was called, this card's called Kundalini. Basically, you have a lot of untapped energy that you can use. You might even be able to communicate with them, especially with, as Juno said, with the, what do you call that connection that you two could have with Michael? So basically, you are being held card, I think, is he loves you.
That actually goes with what I've got. I have the Broken Arrow card, which is really about harmony, serenity, and community. And he's sending this peace. Well, this card actually says embrace the energy of peace. So he's sending you peace and harmony, surrounding you with it. Wait a minute. Here we go. There we go. Quick look. So irritating. I'm working on my computer. My phone camera for the studio didn't work today when I went to set it up. So it's.
Well, there was a big coronal mass ejection that's supposed to be
Yes.
hitting the earth this weekend too. You never know what that's going to mess with.
You never know.
Yeah,
I may need a new camera. Who knows?
And what I've noticed,
not too late. Oh, yeah. Amanda says she calls on Metatron too.
Yeah,
very cool.
But I also noticed that any movement I make is really delayed.
Well, that's probably why.
Yeah.
Heather, she says, I feel that. Thank you.
Good.
That's lovely. Okay. Hypnicity. She just says she'd love a card. And Starfish Jenny, it's not too late for cards. We're actually pulling 3, or just depends on what the situation is.
Yeah, this one I think I can go 3.
And Starfish Jenny is the last person I have. So if there's anybody else out there, please let us know, because we got plenty of time to read cards.
Or just chat.
And Hypnicity says, I'm grateful for any messages.
And we're grateful to be able to give them.
Amen.
With the help of,
I'm grateful to be able to receive the messages and to be here with all these people I love so dearly.
Wow. What I have for you is very positive. The first one is Princess of Spring, and it says, go after your dreams. It's time. And the second one was the Wheel, and it says the delays are over.
Ooh.
Just in case you didn't think that they meant go after your stuff. The third one is the Ten of Winter, and it says that the resolution of difficulties is done.
Wow. Those are beautiful.
they go together real well. And like I said, they're so positive. So
Absolutely. Are you ready, Juno?
I am ready. Hi, Hypnicity. What I got for you from the Akashic Tarot is the Five of Keys, wishes fulfilled. And this is like a perfect card for Thanksgiving. There's, this place has got all the kind of eats that you would want and a beautiful view. And, if you're wanting to have a lovely feast this week, it looks like it's all being queued up for you. So,
yeah,
you're
just what I did.
Yeah.
I want to just tell you, Amanda Carroll said, "Thanks again. I love our Saturday show." And then Hypnicity just said, "Wow, goosebumps."
Oh, there you go. Cool.
That's great.
And then I pulled, hang on one second, I'm looking at something here. I pulled the Six of Wands from the Influence of the Angels deck, and that's writing in it as a winner. So going along with the Wishes Fulfilled card, I think that's pretty good. And it's like, it says, may all your best ideas be put to action. May all your accomplishments be acknowledged by those who matter to you. And what I heard is, those who matter to you starts with you.
Perfect. That's a segue into what I'm doing.
Yeah. Focus on, what makes you happy, but what makes us happy has to be looked in the context of not stepping on anyone else.
Absolutely.
Not bringing any harm or unhappiness or whatever to others, but focus on.
I don't think you can be happy if you're not living your life in love, from love in your soul.
Exactly. And then I pulled the relaxation card. So it's like, you know what? After you have that nice big turkey dinner,
take a nap.
Just relax. Yeah, take a nap. Let it digest. So it looks like you're going to have, those are three really nice cards to have for this holiday week coming up. So
yep.
Just
mine goes along with it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just stay in that mode of gratitude. That's all.
Absolutely. Well, I go right along with the rest of you. Trust in the mystery of life. This is now. Remember, I've got the moon deck, so this is all spiritual as opposed to just the regular stuff. So trust in the mystery of life. I don't know how to explain it.
It's all regular.
And I love myself completely and unconditionally. So it's really saying trust in the universe, trust in yourself, take care of yourself, and rest after that turkey dinner.
Yeah, there you go.
Proper rest helps me feel and look my best. So it's all about you and your spirit and taking care of you.
And this card's got the moon in it too, the one, the relaxation card.
And the time is now.
Well, these are the moon cards, so they actually
but I just think it's interesting that they both had a crescent moon.
Crescent moon?
Yeah, very cool.
Whole moon.
Yeah.
A little one. And then a whole moon with a nice, well, I say raven, you may say crows. I don't know. I'm a raven person. Beautiful cards, all 9 of them. Those were brilliant cards. So I hope that resonated, Hypnicity. Viviani, we all have to worry about our confidence. It's an issue for all of us. It's not just you, honey. We just it's innate in star seeds for some reason.
Yes, and also I will say the more that you do, the more confident you will be in doing it.
Absolutely. And I have found that
bite the bullet and do it.
Our practice sessions have helped me so much. I can't even tell you.
Yeah. And even that, like those meditations, like if you can find a 5 or 10 minute meditation online or something, on YouTube that suits you, that's a huge tool to learn. It takes training, but I don't mean like, oh, you have to go train like for the Olympics to really get into meditation, but it's like you need to train your body and your spirit.
You have to train your brain a bit.
Being quiet like that is okay. It's like it's like anything. You don't just jump into it. No, I got it. I figured it all out, or whatever. Be kind with yourself and give yourself time, but keep practicing. Even if it's a minute every day or 2 minutes every day, you're working towards that goal.
And there's a lot of practice sessions that we're doing in the community. And I have found them to be so beneficial for me. I highly recommend them. If you're not part of a group, get to be part of a group that practice their mediumship skills, their Akashic Records skills, psychic skills, whatever it is you want. There are groups out there to go practice with. You just have to find them.
Yeah.
You just have to ask. And our community is so wonderful about answering questions for people and finding things for people.
That's what we're here for.
Right.
How's Miss Jenny doing today? It's lovely to see you.
Never too late.
Let's see what I got here.
Wow. That's cool, Elizabeth.
What?
Her daughter's car, now hers, is named Raven Priscilla. Is named Raven. She would say it to me.
That's cool.
A raven and a crow are two different species. And I think it's very difficult to tell the difference. Doesn't one have an orange beak and the other beak is black?
Well, it depends. There's like piebald ravens and stuff that have white on it, or
Lord.
crows. You know what I mean?
I've never
There's
even
a lot
heard of those.
Yeah. When you get global, there's a lot of different. One of the ways you can tell a raven from a crow is by their tail.
Oh.
The crow tail is more like straight across, and the raven tail comes down into a different shape.
Oh, I'm going to have to look.
But of course, then ravens are usually bigger than crows, also. But
Right. The ravens
a little. Their raven beak has a little. If your crow beak is more straight, raven beak has a little thing that comes down like a hawk beak.
A raven has a fatter beak, says Butterfly Kisses.
Yeah,
Ravens are bigger, and there's a lot of different crows.
Yeah.
The ravens at the what's it called? The Tower of London. When I was in England, we did a tour of the Tower of London, and those ravens were a good 2 feet high, standing around. They were enormous.
And those are all. That's a whole famous thing, about the.
Yeah,
ravens.
there's a whole thing about the ravens, and yeah.
I have a video half done about that, but it's not finished.
Did we lose Heather?
Yeah, I don't know where she went.
The camera quit working and I just started it again, but I'm still not there. Maybe I'll switch to the computer.
Isn't it bizarre? We're having computer issues today. Well, not really, with all the stuff, all the electric. Okay, are you ready, Juno? You want to go first?
I am. My voice got froggy. I'm not sure why, but anyway, we were talking about frogs. We were talking about ravens. So for Jenny, the first card I got from the Akashic Tarot is Reflection. So I think this time of year, we reflect on where we were last year and who we were with. And, it's kind of a bittersweet thing, but the reflection can also be the love that you reflect back out to others. It can have a lot of positive connotations to it also. And I'm hearing like reflect forward. If you're having a day where you're feeling a certain way about things, send energy forward that tomorrow or whatever day in the future will be a better day, that, you can get through it. And, there's a lot of emotions in this card with the moon and all the water. And then the next card I got from the Influence of the Angels deck is the Queen of Roses, or the Queen of Cups, excuse me. And this is about that the support you give to those you love is appreciated and returned to you in kind. It's not necessarily, doesn't have to just be a matriarch, a mother card, but there's a lot of ways where we act in a nurturing way towards others. And I see this as you being recognized because you do a lot to support this community and individuals within the community. And I think this is some loving recognition back to you for what you do for others. And from the Whisperings of Lord Ganesha, I got fulfillment. So I'm hearing a lot of things. Sorry.
It's all right.
That you're fulfilling your spiritual journey here, that they're acknowledging that it's been a rough road. that you've been through in the last year, but they're really proud of you, and those on the other side that are there watching you and supporting you as you support others. So knowing that it's not being done in vain, that you are fulfilling your soul contract, and you are also being instrumental in helping others fulfill their soul contract on both sides of the veil. That's what I have.
Beautiful. And Jenny, it really does support this community. And she's a very talented reader, psychic, medium, Akashic record reader. She's read my Akashic records. I highly recommend her to anybody that wants a session, as well as our own Juno. Juno's doing sessions.
And Jenny and I are going to be on an Akashic Tarot or Akashic Records reading show tomorrow night on
Tomorrow night.
Crystals. Yeah, at 7:00 Eastern.
Dragonfly crystals, you guys, check it out. The three of them. I wouldn't miss that show for anything.
And Sherry, there's a Sherry, and I'm sorry,
Sherry's going to be there as well, another Akashic record reader. So that's going to be a really
Sherry, Cheri, Sherry.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what I got was my home is a sacred space full of beauty, inspiration, and protection. So if you haven't made your new place your sacred space, it's time to do it. Make sure you surround yourself with those things that bring you joy and release those things that no longer serve. But make sure your house is full of that feeling of you, full of beauty, inspiration, and protection. And the next one is I meet resistance with kindness. That's hard to do. That's a great practice, to meet resistance with kindness, to let go. You don't always have to be right. Just meet it with kindness if there's something going on like that in your life you need to worry about. And then I welcome clear vision and inspired action. Again, there we go. The wings. It's actually a dark moon in this one. Interesting.
Yeah.
But just a little meditation will help you welcome that clear vision, and asking your spirit guides will bring you that clarification.
Which goes exactly with mine, because my first card was the High Priestess, and you need to trust your intuition and take, careful reflection before you take anything. And you get that through your meditations. And they said also the second card is Nine of Springs, and it says, be protective of what you do, and you don't need to let them rain on your parade necessarily, or take that feeling of I know how to do this away from you. You don't want to do that. You want to protect your fruits of labor, and be prepared for any kind of challenges, which went with the third card, the Princess of Winter. There's information that you can give, or that can be given to you, that you not necessarily want to hear, but when it's given in love, you can go ahead and do that. So like when you're defending your stuff, this says protect your fruits of labor, do it with love, and it will go so much better. But always speak the truth with kindness. And
that's what one of my cards was saying.
That's why I said it went with yours.
Absolutely. Yeah. Actually, that's the last card. Request for cards. If there's anybody out there that we missed, please let us know if you would like a card. We have 10 minutes left, and we'd be glad to read you if you will let us know.
Well, why don't we do a reading on the collective?
Absolutely. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to our wonderful guests today. Juno, we always love having you around. You know that. Oh, Ruby Red wants a card. Yay. Okay.
Is that Ruby Red Slippers?
Which is our friend Elizabeth.
Yeah, I love that name. That's so awesome.
A new person.
Yeah.
Ruby?
She's not new. She's not new. She's in our practice group with Elizabeth.
No, I mean for us to read today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Not a repeat.
Sorry. And Gypsy JJ. Good. We got a couple more.
Okay.
Oh, you are so Hypnicity says thank you for sharing your gifts. We are more than happy to.
Yes.
Trust me, everything we do is guided by spirit. It's not like we have a lot of choices.
No, we choose to do what Spirit says.
Absolutely. I always choose to do what spirit says.
If I
It
can
makes
figure
life
it out.
much easier that way. A lot less heartache if you follow spirit. Did I get Gypsy JJ in there too? Oh, good.
Well, I got that I should just pull one card from Metatron, and what I got is endings. Basically, what they're saying is you're being held in love by all of them up on the other side of the veil. I hope you can feel it.
What do they call that? A cadre of spirits, a cadre of angels and loved ones. That's
But
beautiful.
you are definitely being hugged.
Hang on, my dog's barking. I'm going to mute a second.
Okay, I'll go first. I'll go before you, Juno, if you want. Okay, Miss Elizabeth. Proper rest helps me feel and look my best. Make sure you're getting plenty of rest, especially with all these crazy energies that are hitting Earth. I have been exhausted all day long. I don't know why. I've been nauseous and tired the entire day. All I wanted to do was put my head on my pillow and go back to sleep. Nevertheless, here I am. So I understand we all need our rest.
Downloads.
Yeah, downloads. I love myself completely and unconditionally. I hope you do. You're a beautiful soul. Make sure that you do love yourself completely and unconditionally. It's what we're here to remember so that we can pass that on to others, which I know you do. And trust in the changes that are coming into your life. They're beneficial, they're benevolent, and it's abundance. Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't show you these cards properly. Eek. I'm like moving it backwards and forwards. Okay, you can see the abundance in the, it's not cat, it almost looks like cattails, but it's not cattails. What is that grows on but it's an abundant flowering time. So I think there's good things coming your way. Just
I mean,
trust.
hollyhocks?
Like Milo or grain.
No, Heather, it's a flower. It's not great.
Not hollyhocks.
Okay.
that grow
Well,
on
you
big
said
Maybe hollyhocks. Yeah, could be. But they're beautiful, whatever they are.
Nice.
Okay. Juno, you're up.
Sure. Okay, I wasn't sure if you were done.
I'm done.
For Miss Ruby Red Slippers, from the Akashic Tarot, I have again the Four of Keys, clearing the way. So I see this. I think that this is something that you're doing with your spiritual studies, that you're clearing the way. I think you're clearing things in your own being, as well as you're helping to blaze a trail for others to follow. And just keep following that light. I know it looks like maybe a narrow shaft of light, but that's all you need as a guide. If it was all a white light and you didn't have any definition, you wouldn't know exactly what direction to go. This is showing you right where to go in a good way.
It is. It's lovely.
Yeah. And then I have the Empress card from the Influence of the Angels. And this angel is called Omael, Omael. She's the guardian angel of fertility and reproduction. She loves and protects animals in the natural world. And I find this interesting. She says, provide only what they need to thrive. Always keep in mind that too much love and care can stunt growth, while too little care can cause wildness. So, there's a lot of us that we get into this. Oh, if we just loved more, things would go our way, or people would behave the way we wanted. If I just gave more, if I just did this more, I didn't love them enough. And therefore, so I encourage you to Just get, and don't give to the point where you're depleting yourself either. Keep yourself in mind and give to yourself first. And then again, here we have the relaxation card. So, I just get a message of don't just drop the oars and float. You don't have to paddle upstream. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You're just in that being mode is enough. And you will be sitting on a throne as the Empress.
Sweet. Okay, Elizabeth, this is the moon deck. It is a beautiful deck, and it actually comes in a wooden box. It's lovely. It's by Arona Leah and Andrea Keh. I'm not quite sure how you say that, but I love this deck. It's beautiful.
Cool. I haven't seen that one before.
I know. I've just started using it. Let me show you what she said. Juno, clearing the way, working on it all the time with y'all, loving and protecting my aging animals and attempting to allow them to age as they want. Letting go. Thank you.
So she knows. Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. Perfect.
I love that deck too. Okay. I guess it's one for the, oh no, we got one more. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jay.
Gypsy JJ. It's really confusing, Gypsy JJ. My daughter's name is Gypsy and her name is Jennifer as well. So Gypsy JJ, I always think it's my daughter that first notice. Hey, White Dragon, how are you doing? If you want a card, let us know, sweetheart, because this is our last one right now that we're doing. Since you popped in, we'll be happy to do cards for you.
How's the grandbaby? He's got a new grandbaby.
How's that grandbaby girl doing? I hope you're spending lots of time with her. You bet you can get a card, dude. You'll be after this one. Kid is just beautiful. He's
Nice.
Kid. What a guy. Kid. That gorgeous little girl. So our third show on Atlantis is on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then next Saturday, we will have Sun Psychic Jean join us.
Exciting.
I love Saturdays because we get to do interviews or play with somebody else. It's fun.
You want me to go?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay. So for Gypsy JJ from the Akashic Tarot, I have the 8 of Roses, and it says Sangha in community. So again, this could be, another Thanksgiving gathering here. We're in Thanksgiving week. So perhaps this is about you gathering together with others, or maybe, I just heard even people that go and work at soup kitchens. And even if, you're not one of those people, I think it's good to send a little prayers their way to all the soup kitchens that are, the people that are serving and also there who are eating on a day like this when we're enjoying our meals. And then I pulled the Knight of Swords from the Influence of the Angels deck. And this is actually Machiavelli in this deck, Niccolo Machiavelli. And it says, embrace your courage, be authentic, and show who you are and say what you believe. So with that, that swords that cuts right through the truth. And this might be, if you're sitting at the table and then things come up and you're kind of stewing over it, just say your piece and then be done with it and be on with it. You won't bother you anymore. this is how it is, and this is how it's going to be. I think this is part of the rise of the feminine, you know, as we start speaking our truth more and more, instead of just being silent through all these things that have gone a certain way. So for the generations. And then I have from the Whispers of Lord Ganesha, I got the belonging deck. You do belong. And it's telling me that even though you fear that if you speak up that you will no longer belong, but I think you're going to belong even more. It will help you weed out to get you in the group of people that you belong with. Sometimes we have to bare our soul a little bit to clear the decks, to make room for new people in our lives that are more supportive of what our journey is and what makes us happy. So I hope you have a wonderful week this week.
Sweet.
That kind of goes with mine. And I got to tell you, when I pulled the cards, you all were talking about white dragon. So I'm just leaving those cards because I was started to read them and going, that's not her. That's white dragon. So they're over here. And I pulled 3 more cards out of a different deck. And it says that, Gypsy, you are a warrior of light. Well, if you are the leader of a caravan, you know you are. Also, you got the Kundalini card, which means that you have a lot more untapped energy that you know that you don't know about. But it's just that you've got more energy. You can be even brighter if you want. And the other one was a green card, and it's for heart healing. So evidently, you are working on that as well. But you are the leader. You do have more strength than you know that you have, even though you're working on healing your heart.
Interesting. I got some interesting cards too. So I've got it safe and beautiful to express my sensuality. Ugh, so annoying.
I finally learned where to put the card.
I'll get it down, or I'll get a new camera so I don't have to worry about it. So what I wanted to say is our body is a sacred temple, and that I want to read out of this book because what it says is much better than what I can say. Our sensual essence is a natural part of our feminine nature. It's a creative force carrying deep wisdom. Many of us, this aspect of our being may have been repressed in some way, and deep healing or balance is needed. Our body is a sacred temple deserving respect, honor, and love. Welcome the inherent wisdom deep within you as you reclaim your right to express sensuality in a way that feels aligned and empowering to you. Honor your body and be mindful of whom you allow to enter your temple. Tune in and listen to the subtle voice inside and celebrate and connect with your divine sensual essence. May the planet thrive with exquisite beauty and sensual power of fully embodied women. And so it is. Wow. I just thought that was really powerful for all of us, but particularly for you, Miss Gypsy JJ. Trust in the rhythm of your breath that directs Trust in the rhythm of my breath that directs the rhythm of my life. Remember to take deep breaths when anxiety. I take 3 deep breaths. I breathe in, stop at the top, and breathe out. And I usually do it for a count of 4, just because that's my habit. But whatever works for you. Remember, what is it you say, Juno, about the breath?
Receive a breath. We don't take a breath. We receive a breath because it's a gift.
It's a gift of life, is what it is.
It's a gift all the way around. We can eat. We can go without eating for a little while, without water for a little while, but we can't go out without breathing.
Not for very long. And then the last one is trust in the mystery of life. And this trust comes out for all of us quite frequently because we're so distrustful of what's out there that we start distrusting what's in there. Mm-hmm. And what's in there is what we can trust, not what's out there, if that makes sense to you.
And I was reminded that where the heart is concerned, it's not just your heart that you help heal. It's everybody around you.
With that unconditional love that you share.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Yeah. Hope that resonates, Gypsy. And then we have our friend White Dragon. Wishing all of you a super Thanksgiving too, even though you'll see
Yes,
us Tuesday. We hope you have a wonderful
a
Thanksgiving.
peaceful one.
I've invited 5 friends. Well, my granddaughter's here, so she's going to be here. And then 4 other friends to enjoy Thanksgiving meal out on my deck. So
Have some of the snowbirds come back?
no, the snowbirds are not back. They won't be back till Monday, the following Monday.
Oh, really? They come later there than they do here.
It depends. I have we have some friends that won't be here until January, but it just varies.
We have a
Depends
lot
on,
of snowbirds here too, and they start in October. It really changes.
yeah, they start in October with Fantasy Fest. That's when they first start. Then there's kind of a lull, and then you have Thanksgiving, and then hi Gina M. Thank you.
Thank you.
Whoever's ready can go. Are you ready, Heather? You had your cards.
Oh, yeah, I pulled them by mistake, but except when I read them, I said, this is not her, this is him. So the first one was the Two of Autumn. And they're saying, don't forget to make everything that you do fun for you. You've got to enjoy it. Don't let it be a chore. And they also gave you the Chariot card, which says that success it comes from dedication and self-discipline. Well, doing what you're doing, I'll bet you're exactly doing that. And do celebrate your accomplishments. And then as a reminder, they said for the 7th of December, stop procrastinating. Don't put it off. And your power comes from making the decision, and then boom, you're there. So there's confusion when you haven't made the decision, so make it. Okay.
He says he's having a load of fun.
Good. I want you to keep doing that.
Juno?
Hey, White Dragon. For you, I pulled from the Akashic Tarot, I pulled the 3 of Keys, the chess game. So this can be, I look at this with some of your galactic issues that you deal with. And I think that you see things more like a chess game than probably most of us down here on Earth do. And it's also, sorry, I lost my train of thought. It's about taking an emotional step back and just being the observer, And I think I'm hearing that with the grandparent role. A lot of times we wanted, well, in my day, we did it this way or whatever. And the younger people, the parents are going to do things their way. So just be the observer and love from, not afar, because you're not necessarily going to be afar, but just be the wise grandpa that's always there to be supportive. And then for you again, I pulled the Empress. So here again,
can you imagine having White Dragon for your grandpa? How cool!
Can you imagine?
Granddaddy, tell me about the galactic stories. Tell me all about the galactic wars. Oh my God!
Yeah. With the Empress card here again, it's like it's kind of resonating with that first card. Don't try to take over and be the parent. Enjoy that, like Priscilla was just saying, be that honorable grandfather. You'll have all these great stories to tell and fall into that role and let the parents be the parents. And I'm not insinuating that you're not. I'm just saying what the cards are telling me. And then I pulled priorities from the Whispers of Lord Ganesha deck. So keep your priorities in order. And I think that grumpy grandpa, there you go.
I bet she has him wrapped around her little finger in no time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good luck, grumpy grampy.
Yeah. Keep your priorities straight, and I'm pretty sure that you already do that. So I think that's just a confirmation that you've got that all in hand, and just kind of looking at very interesting cards. It's really interesting when you look at them upside down too. You see them in a whole different way, because they do StreamYard. Everything's upside down. So,
right.
To make them look right side up for you, but
yeah, exactly.
But plan your moves. Plan your adventures a few moves ahead with that chess game, and keep your priorities straight. And I think all will go well for you.
Well, I love the cards I got, because this one's about community. And the community around you that's so supportive and loves you, and this is my community is supportive, loving, and active in the world. And you know that to be true.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got, we're all sisters and reflect the divine in each other. Sisters, brothers, it doesn't matter. We all reflect that divine because we're all one.
Mm-hmm.
And my instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacle. Just remember that. I know that you face a lot of adverse conditions in the work that the galactic work that you do. So just make sure that, well, I know you have Archangel Michael at your back. You're good. But take precautions and be safe because we love you. And we know that you can face any obstacle and take care of it because you have so much support around you and around you.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that resonates, Grumpy Grampy. I'm
It's
sorry.
Gigi.
I have to laugh at that. Yes, I know Archangel Michael is your bud, but sometimes you can't depend on others. You got to take care of it yourself.
Well, they want us to carry our own load too, not to be
That's exactly right.
over dependent.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here today. What fun that was.
Yeah.
Oh, we appreciate you, Juno, so much. Thank you for being here. I hope you come
Yes,
back.
thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. I wait with bated breath until our next meeting.
Me too. I love it
And it
though.
doesn't mean I ate fish.
We actually made it through with all the crazy electronics. So yay. Thank goodness.
Perseverance. And I want to wish everybody a wonderful Thanksgiving. And at this Thanksgiving, I'm just more and more grateful every year that goes by for our wonderful community. And I just, we need you guys and you need us. So I think it's a wonderful symbiotic relationship that we have. And
It's a win-win.
Juno, do you have any shows coming up this week?
Tomorrow I have the show on Val Dragonfly Crystals, the Akashic Records reading show. And that'll be, I'm a little nervous about that. That'll be a little bit of an adventure, but I've been practicing and behind the scenes, so hopefully that'll go well. And then
you'll do well, and you'll have so much support. And do you have anything during the week?
The other thing I have is normally Sherry and I would be on tomorrow, but because of the Akashic Records, I had to because they kind of overlap each other. So we're going to do next Sunday, and that'll be 2 days before my birthday. So we're going to do a little birthday show.
Oh, fun.
So, I don't know what that means.
Happy birthday, although I'm sure I'll see you.
It's a big 6'5". It's a big one, so I'll be glad.
That is a big one.
Yeah.
I
just got my new driver's license picture the other day after 20 years. So, things change in 20 years. But that's a good thing, I guess.
Yes, Gypsy JJ. We do know that she made that mandala. She makes mandalas a lot. They're gorgeous. She called it a scarf, but it's actually not a scarf. It's a big mandala, isn't it?
Yeah, this one is square, but most of them are round. And then I just sent off my first crochet dragon that I made, and that should arrive to the recipient on Tuesday. So those are an adventure too. But always something.
Always
That's
something.
Good.
And good. Heather, how are you doing? All right?
Yep.
Good.
Still kind of like moving in still. Like I finally got all the shelves papered,
Right. Those kinds of
and
things.
rearranged. After you stay for a while, then you say, oh, now this needs to go here and this there.
It takes a while. It's a process, huh?
Yeah.
It is a process.
It is a process.
Well, we love everybody out there. Thank you so much for being here. Love to Heather. Love to Juno.
Both of you, back at you.
Thank you.
Love you guys. Thanks again for having me.
Have a wonderful rest of your weekend and go out and shine your light, because each and every one of you is so full of love and light that go out and spread it, because we need to. I've been out there in the real world. It's not.
And do it from the center of your body so that you are included.
Yes. Absolutely.
And if you take banana bread or cookies, you get a much better response on the other end, I've learned.
That's very true. I stop at the donut place and take donuts to the vet now.
Yeah. I took a banana bread to the post office the other day, and I took it also to the DMV, and I thought the girl was going to fall off her chair at the DMV. She's like,
I bet. They
But,
don't get.
you know,
I've got to go to the DMV this week. I'll take them some banana bread.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Juan. Almost always late to catch us, but that's all right. It's on video. You can just go to YouTube and it'll be there.
Exactly.
Anyway, thanks everyone. Have a great rest of your weekend. We love you, and we'll see you next time.
We'll see.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye
Love
bye.
ya. Bye, everybody.